That's smooth basketball.
Jean-Jacques Boissy gave us a shooting clinic, 3-pointers the other day. As Sadi goes high, he's gone down quite hard. There's a bit of contact on the head as Mpoyo and APR go in search of points. There's Noel, gets it back out, and Mpoyo goes up for three. Rolls out, tipped in beautifully there by Noel. But let's we'll go and see how Mohamed Sadi is, because he went down quite hard, and see if there's any contact or anything from that incident. There he is, he goes up. Oh, he gets an elbow of Ndoye right on the forehead. It definitely didn't look as it was intentional, but it's contact nevertheless.
Well, on the other side, the tap in there from Obadiah, who's in the right place at the right time, just to give APR extra 2 points as they go up to 11.
Q, coming over to you.
I'm going to keep an eye on the situation as Sadi receives immediate attention, and if it was an inadvertent elbow or not, you know, he will be looked at. He's a key part of their 7-man rotation, and this will definitely have an effect.
And you said it, 7, and that basically tells you the story of Coach Farid Shaka and how he rotates, uses his 5, but he also doesn't need to bring in too many extra players, because he just relies on what he's got. They've also got Assem Mare, who should be turning up pretty soon, the Egyptian forward. There's no blood there on Sadi's face, Usher, which is a good sign.
Yeah, there's no blood, but perhaps he felt the contact when the elbow came in.
So it's when his left arm's coming back down, Usher, that it's dragged across the head of Sadi, but accidental.
Yeah, if you look at the replay there, Ndoye was in his defensive circle.
5 team fouls for APR, 3 for Al Ahly, 3:23 left to play, and an 11-4 scoreline here. Agada comes on, the Nigerian playmaker. Goes around the outside, baseline up and under. That's just not falling. Robbins picks it up. Rebound into the hands of Randall. Ndoye getting himself to a screen position, unable to take the pass, but Noel, get out of there! Well, it was an attempt, and it was a good attempt there by Thompson to try and block. But there was contact, of course, on the wrist there as he swatted through and touched the arm of Noel.
It's definitely going to be a very closely contested game here, physically on the floor. We've seen almost every ball possession lead to a trip on the charity line or a foul. So APR, of course, already in the red, and Al Ahly Tripoli have 14 fouls.
Agada cuts in, kicks out, Boissy, short. Good defense from APR, just to thwart his attempts at shooting from downtown. Noel goes down and tries to sneak past Agada, and another foul, and another chance to shoot from the free throw line.
That is 5 team fouls for Al Ahly Tripoli as Obadiah heads back to the charity line, and we see what Obadiah brings to this APR side. He comes up against Caleb Agada.
Mohamed Sadi has recovered from that knock, and he's getting ready to come back in. And we'll see how much that will help this Al Ahly offense. They've been held to 4 points in about 7.5 minutes, and they're going to try and see if they can find some flow. They've been quite disjointed, but it's been really good defense from APR.
And the fact that they don't have Aliou Diarra on the floor as well, and not available because of that injury. Means that they've got to tap into what they've actually got, and the underlying factor in terms of, you know, replacing him. You've got a mix of Ndoye and Dane Miller Jr., Usher, which basically can, you know, cover and just cover over that gap that's been left by his absence.
Yeah, unlike last season when APR were relying heavily on Obadia Noel and Adonis Filer, this season they're playing as a team. Everybody can come onto the court and contribute on offense and on defense. And the coach, James Meyer Jr., he's highlighted that throughout conference play, and you can see that in his decision-making.
Oh, it's not the right pass to Sadi. He was already shifting. Noel picks it up, tries to go over the top. Well, he doesn't manage to get the layup. Agata picks it up. Wasi, and goes for the drive. And a foul. Another foul.
Wow. It is... it is really interesting how this game is going to be defined by these fouls. That's the 9th foul between both teams so far.
And actually, you spoke about the 6th-man role of Obadiah Noel, but you got to look at the 6th-man role of Jean-Jacques Boissy. He's leading the conference in scoring. He's shooting the ball extremely well from the three-point line, and one could say that he's probably owned the role up to now. And how he plays in front of a crowd that knows him so well because he spent the season here with Rig, it's going to be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he was 4-6 on the free throw line against Nairobi City Thunder in their game on Sunday, and he will try to replicate that going forward in this game against APR.
Not getting a couple of points back, which has been important for them. As Jean-Jacques Chibozwa, he's a favorite here for the Rwandan public, of course. They love him. Part of the national team as well. Robbins goes up for 3. That's a big 3 for APR.
Very timely there for APR to give them the confidence that they've been hustling on defense and finally get rewarded as they extend their lead to 8 points against Al Ahly Tripoli.
Makes the separation. Agada, but unable to sink the 3. Smart play by Bedrouche, who wins the ball back for Al Ahly.
Yeah, that's an experience move there from Badrouche. Great reaction, but look at the replay there. Badir Noel trying to go to the basket, finds William Robens on the outside, who just downs that 3 at the right time, and look on his face celebrating those 3 points.
Sadi unable to get the touch. Well, look at that from Chibozwa. He loses the ball, and once again you see the dangerous, very dangerous. Oh, there's another chance. Sure. Well, the battle and the tussle, like snapping crocodiles, trying to get the rebound. 3 attempts, and finally no points to celebrate.
Wow, I mean, the ball is literally everywhere and not giving anyone a chance to hold it.
Boissy, Badrouche drives, tries to go up again. Just attracts attention coming from Habimano. It's the foul, and once again we go to the free throw line. It's less than a minute to play. Al Ahly Tripoli will take that positively.